Israel has been funding these Baloch separatist movements to create destabilization in Pakistan and Iran. What do you think that Pakistan can do right now diplomatically to counter this narrative?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. In order to talk about Balochistan and whatever that is happening in the contemporary world, whatever that is happening with regards to India sponsoring terrorism inside Balochistan, and this recent development by the Al Jazeera article that you're talking about, which basically is saying that Israel is also trying to destabilize Balochistan for their own geopolitical gains. In order to talk about it, we have to have a very basic understanding of what Balochistan is historically in order to understand what is happening today. Balochistan is perhaps the most important region in South Asia geographically. And historically speaking, it has always been called as it has always been mentioned in the historical data as the gateway to South Asia. Balochistan is full of resources. It has gas, it has oil, it has gold. But this is one aspect of the story. The real importance of Balochistan is its geographical importance, geostrategic importance, and its importance, the impact that it has historically created when two major superpowers are contesting for domination, the global domination and the regional domination. For example, interestingly, for every superpower to become a global superpower, they have very, keen interest in locating the region that are sensitive to global trade routes and sensitive to global resources. This basically has always been the war between the two superpowers. So Balochistan.
Now, before you go on to hold on. Before you go on to the superpowers, I just want to add something. Then you can continue with your argument that the first Arab armies which landed on India, they first landed on the shores of Makran. They took the ocean route, and that happened right after, like 2 years after the death of the Prophet. The first armies which landed on the shores of Makran. When the Britons wanted to invade Afghanistan, when they were thinking of their Afghanistan plan, they did not take the conventional route, which was the Khyber Pass. They tried to create the Quetta Presidency and tried to take the Balochistan route. So yes, you're right. Whenever there are superpowers who are trying to interfere with the others, they take the Balochistan route, and it is the most important region in the whole region. Absolutely agree. Please move forward.
Yes, and Balochistan, Shafat, sits at a very, very unique position. It has one of the deepest seaports in the region, the Gawada seaport. India has like 12 or 13 major seaports. The Mundra seaport is the biggest seaport that they have, and it has the capacity of almost 338 million tons per year, while Gwadar port alone has almost 400 million tons capacity, and we are hoping to achieve it in very near future. So after Gwadar port, the province that is adjacent to Balochistan is Sistan Balochistan, the Iranian province, and it has Chabahar port, and there starts the Bay of Oman and then the Persian Gulf, and these sea routes connects the Arabian Sea to the entire Muslim world and the Middle East, which is the cradle of civilization. All the great wars, all the big wars were fought in Middle East. And controlling Middle East means controlling the world. You can read Brzezinski's book, The Grand Chessboard, in which he emphasizes on the importance of Middle East and becoming a superpower for United States of America. And Condoleezza Rice, America's national security advisor, has written about it in detail. So for the superpowers, Balochistan is of pinnacle importance. For example, if you go back a century ago, the superpower contestation was going on between the British Empire and the Russian Empire. The Britishers were ruling the Indian subcontinent at that time. And during that era, Balochistan was the playground for these superpowers. And then eventually Balochistan became the buffer zone. After that, we jump onto the Cold War era, when the Soviet Union and the Americans were fighting again. This particular region of Balochistan was where it was critically important for both the superpowers. Then after 2001, when America invaded Afghanistan, Balochistan again became the center of attention. And now the contest that is going on between America and China, Balochistan is again, it's the playground for these superpowers. So there is this understanding historically within the world powers that whoever controls Balochistan controls this region, controls this region. And controlling this region is important to control the world. And now when the world is entering, is, the unipolarity of the world is breathing its last, and the world is moving fast towards the multipolar domain. Balochistan is part and parcel, by design, by nature. Balochistan is part of Pakistan. In fact, Balochistan is 44% of Pakistan. Now, this is something that the enemies of Pakistan cannot absorb, cannot digest. And this is the reason